This playthrough is rated T for teen.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2: The Sith Lords. In the last episode, we talked to our new companion, whoa, that was weird. Our new companion, the assassin droid HK-57, and he was more than happy to tell us about it. Apparently, after he got put back together, his inhibition unit got damaged or something like that, because he just basically told us straight out. Well, either way, he's part of the team now, and we had a nice chat about him. We even had a nice chat about love. And apparently love to HK is hitting someone in the kneecaps from 120 kilometers away. HK, never change. Alright, let's see if there's any more dialogue with him before we talk to the rest of the party.
Is there someone that you need killed, Master?
Oh, not yet. Would you stop asking me that?
Statement. Master, assassination is my primary function. It is only expected that when you speak to me, it is to give me the order to kill.
Technically that's true. Or you stop asking me who I need killed. You know, you don't have to call me Master.
Statement. Oh, I am aware of that, Master. I simply use it to give you the illusion of control and obedience. Humans often need such comforts until the end comes.
What do you mean, the end?
Consolation, Master. Everyone dies eventually, and not all of them by my hand. Even droids die when not routinely maintained, sadly enough.
Well, I guess that's true. So if you maintain a person well enough, I guess they go last a long time. But until you do, you answer me.
Statement. Of course I do, Master. Until the end.
Whose end, exactly? Oh, yeah, we already did that, but whose end? Yeah. Anyway, let's see. I want to talk about the. Did we already get all his answers from that? Let's see. Why they hunted me? Protocol droids. Why did they start revealing themselves now?
Answer. I do not know why these clones chose now to start revealing themselves. Theory. I can only assume that some critical moment is approaching where stealth and subtlety is no longer required. Not that those Durasteel-plated knockoffs know anything of stealth or subtlety. Observation. It is clear, however, that they have been placed throughout the galaxy at critical junctures, both in the Republic fleet and in neutral worlds, and they seem to be looking for Jedi.
Although really it's been a while since we've had to deal with the HK units. At least in the last couple of planets I've had, I haven't really run into them, so. But yeah. Huh. Yeah, it is kind of weird that they were, at least at the beginning of the game, they were in quite a few places, but now not so much so. Let's see. What other questions we have? You sound pretty disgusted by these duplicates.
Answer. My feelings on the matter are something that I feel I must put in proper context, in a way that even a meatbag such as yourself could easily comprehend. Theory. Imagine, if you will, that you are unique, the pinnacle of an exiled, cast-out Jedi who can't even use the Force. Imagine that no one has sunk lower than you, that you are truly the most miserable example of a Jedi ever.
Okay, we get it. You know me too well, game. I get it already. Is this going somewhere? I get it already.
Continuation. Now that you have that image, imagine this. Someone clones you. Badly, I might add. They make the clones talk differently, rob you of any shred of personality, and take your Jedi code and adjust it, so that it is not really the Jedi code anymore. They even change your pigmentation to a rather poor shade of Durasteel, rather than the proper rusty red that inspires fear in targets. And
is that what you think that?
They refer to meat bags as organics. Unacceptable.
What, you getting your lines of dialogue from Anya's from Bravely Default? No, this game came way before it, and this game's, well, I guess, subjectively better, but yeah, both games are good. Anyway, so that's why you think Rusty Red is good. No, actually, Rusted Red does kind of have a I wouldn't say freaky, but I could see it being an intimidating color for seeing someone walk toward you looking like that. Not all prim and perfect, but like rusted, almost like blood coming off her skin or something like that. But anyway, you really don't seem that different from you, actually. Ooh. Okay, so that explains your anger.
Clarification. Anger would be an understatement for the heat that builds up in my behavior core when these cheap imitations make their presence felt throughout the galaxy. Statement. Part of the indignity of all these copies is that they impair my ability to perform my function. The more people throughout the galaxy recognize me as an illegal assassination device, the more difficulty I will have in carrying out my mission.
Oh yeah, because you kind of could pretend to be like a protocol droid or whatever, get in and then boom, or whatever. But if everyone's aware of your design, you know, like the IG-88 robots, you know, they basically have to resort to just straight, you know, killing or attacking without like subterfuge because everyone's aware of them. Well, maybe not everyone, but a lot of people do. I mean, you're called IG-88. There's got to be 87 more of you somewhere. Let's see what else he's got. Sound pretty disgusted. No, I guess we might be good. What time do you what love is? What is your primitive master? So you don't seem as advanced as you should be. Ouch. Why did you ask me about the manual? Actually, I think we already went through this.
Why? Because your actions then and now are related, and I feel...
Okay. I think I already asked him these questions somewhere down the line, so okay, we can skip that. Do you know anything about the Sith hunting us?
Answer. No, Master, I do not. I am afraid I have been out of touch with the Sith for many years. This new Sith threat fights differently than the ones I was familiar with. These seem to favor stealth and assassination to achieve their ends.
Did the other ones do that too? I guess the Malak Sith were pretty straightforward, I guess. More like brutes than anything. Any idea where they might be striking from?
Answer. No, Master. The Sith had many hidden bases and strongholds before and during the Jedi Civil War, and I doubt the Republic found them all. Theory. It is possible that the Sith still hold one such base, if not several. Consolation. But I would not worry, Master. I imagine it will not be long before their murderous hands try to seize you by the throat. Twi'lek metaphor.
Okay, he says, it seems that they are attracted to you like Craig beetles during the Brightland seasons. Huh, I didn't know you actually speak in a different language. I forgot about that, so that's kind of funny. But, yeah, there's still the Sith Academy, I think, is the last planet we haven't gone to yet, so yeah, that's still there, but I think the fact what he talks about how the Sith might eventually get to my throat, I think that it's almost a foreshadowing to Visas Mar, which I think technically you can get, because I think Visas Mar appears if you hit either, I think she appears if you hit either a certain level or certain alignment degree, like either like super or not super high, like high good or dark or light side or dark side, I think, if I remember correctly, or if you finish a planet, one of the two. So I guess technically you could get HK before Visas Mar appears, but I wonder if that's alluding to her appearing or whatever that. But anyway, yeah, well, you can say that again, or well, yeah, Krek beetles are a lot smaller than their enemies. Yeah, well, Krek beetles are a lot smaller than their enemies.
Query. Master, excuse me. One thing I have noticed as we travel the galaxy, you seem to possess the ability to understand a variety of alien languages. Forgive me, but that does not seem in keeping with my assessment of your talents.
And so the main character can understand everyone without having given some dilapidated reason to learn the language or something like that. It's just like, hey, you have the weird Jedi ability to understand languages because the Force, woo, magic. I picked up a sign. Oh, that's right. I think I remember that. So, okay. Revan was able to understand it through the Force. We needed a translator that we just happens to work really, really well. I picked up a sonic imprint sensor on Paragus. It doubles as a translator.
Query. May I see it?
You may see it, but you can't touch it. But he's going to want to grab it anyway. Of course. Why? No. Not right now. See, no. Of course, here you go.
Observation. This is indeed familiar. Indeed, it seems to be modeled after my vocabulator, with some modifications, of course. Curious. You say you obtained this device on Paragus.
Yeah, it's not there anymore, though. Yeah, it's destroyed. What of it? I'm not sure I'm going to like what you're about to tell me. Yeah, shortly before the plan was destroyed.
Observation. Master, I do believe this device serves multiple functions, including tracking your position for any HK units in the vicinity.
Aw, man, dang it. That's why they kept finding me somehow. Of course. Then we should, what should we do with it? Can you use it to track them? Then we should destroy it.
Objection. Master, they do not know we have discovered it, which means the advantage is ours. Statement. I suspect when the time is right, this device can be used to pinpoint the location of the HK factory. And we can deal with them once and for all.
Ah, this is the dialogue I was waiting to pop up. Yeah, in this version, we'll never go to the HK factory. It pops up so you think that as an HK plotline or storyline for his character, that we'll eventually go to the HK factory. Unfortunately, when they finished this game, they had to, because of a rush deadline by LucasArts, they had to release it before a Christmas deadline or something like that. So, like right before the game came out, they cut out like a lot of content, and the HK factory is one of them. So, in this game that I'm playing, we'll never be able to go to the HK factory, unfortunately. However, if you go online, some passionate fans of the game made a patch. I think it's called like the Redeemed patch, Redemption patch, or the Restored patch, or something like that. It's pretty easy to find. I think I have it on my PC, but unfortunately I don't have a very good recording setup for my PC. But the Restored patch basically restored a lot of the content that was cut at the, that was cut right before release, that they found that was embedded in files, or stuff that had been left at the Obsidian Entertainment offices, stuff like that, and a combination of things. And some people, I think, modded and added stuff to kind of complete some of the stuff, because it wasn't 100% complete. But you can actually play the HK factory now if you get that mod. So if you like this game and want to know about stuff that got cut, get that mod so you can play the extra content. But yeah, as far as I'm concerned and this game's concerned, we are not going to be able to go to that. So kind of ignore that dialogue, or think of it as a dream of another reality where we could have gone to help HK defeat his alternate selves and stuff like that. So we just wait?
Answer. Master, the nature of the signal from the sonic imprint sensor is such that we must wait until it is signaled. It does not please me any more than it does you, but one of the primary traits of an assassin or assassin droid is patience.
Yeah, we're going to be waiting a long time for that, as in never. Yeah, it's kind of sad that they had to cut that out to meet deadlines, because they weren't done with that storyline, I think. Because you can get HK so late, and after we finish the main planets and get all the Jedi Masters together, we're pretty much hitting into the end game stuff. Well, at least the final act of the game. So you're supposed to be able to get to the factory right before the end game, which is why they probably were still working on that before it came out. So, oh well, what can you do? I'm glad that they at least released the game, if anything like that. So, for sophisticated assassin droid, you don't seem as advanced as you should be.
Statement. Master, you wound me. Not physically, but in my behavior core. It is true that I once possessed many more protocols and upgrades, but time and damage has taken its toll. And I am afraid that I have a rather long history of memory problems, which has also compromised my effectiveness as well. Still, you will find me a valuable asset, Master, willing and able to terminate anything you point me towards.
Yeah, it kind of makes a nice reference to the previous game where you had to repair him to fix his memory core. I think we're done, actually. Yeah, looks like it. So okay. Thanks for the talk, HK. Alright, let's see if any of the other companions have anything to say. I don't think they do, but we'll do a double check.
More grenades?
Grenades, can you give me?
Alright.
Thanks, Mira. Let's see.
Ahead,
I don't think we have anything new. I'll do a double check on it just to... You seem restless.
All this traveling, being trapped in the ship. Everything's just too quiet.
I think we've asked her this question before, so I'll save her a lot less.
I'd rather be doing something, somewhere with people, activity, some life.
Yeah. Nar Shaddaa.
Yeah, it's been a while since I...
How so?
Well, Nar Shaddaa, maybe...
Yeah, I think we've had this conversation before. Yeah, Kreia showed me about
Yeah.
that. Maybe one day.
Yes,
Yeah, we don't have the influence. Okay. Didn't think so. I thought, let's see. Does GoTo have any new dialogue? I don't think he does.
Is there something you wish to do for me?
Considering to say you can be more grateful. Want to talk to you about information on Shana. I think we've talked to him about everything too. So let's see. Mandalore.
What do you...
I already talked to you about a lot of stuff. Okay. Yeah, I think we're ready to go on to the next planet. I think we've talked to everyone as much as we could. So, Kreia, I don't think you have any new dialogue, do you?
Very well.
Site, no.
Ask.
I think that's all. Let's see, what are you? Yeah, we've already seen that before. I think I remember asking her about all that. The problem is that sometimes I forget, like, you know, with how many weeks I've recorded this game over the course of half a year or longer, I tend to forget some conversations we had because we had them so long ago that, and the game doesn't remove the conversations from the block, so you don't have to ask them again. I think it's just a recall, or if you just want to hear some more information that maybe you forgot later. So, hey, disciple. Medical skills. Oh, that's right. You can have him do stuff.
Yes.
Let's see. I don't think
That
we
is
have
hard.
anything. Nope. Okay, we're good there. I don't think BioWare has any new dialogue, as far as I'm aware of. I'll double
Yes,
check.
General.
Nope. Yeah, BioWare, I think a lot of it must have, some of his stuff must have gotten cut too, because after you finish his storyline, he pretty much has nothing else to say ever again, and all of his dialogue is also cut off too. So, which is kind of disappointing. I think BioWare can be a pretty interesting character given the chance, but yeah, his story. I don't know if I'd say his story falls flat, but he kind of just disappear into the background unless you take him with you, obviously for dialogue choices and stuff like that. So,
My life.
hey, Visas. My life for ire? I mean, there's Zool.
I will answer one.
Your whole world. Nope, we've done that. And we should talk with Atten, but I don't think we got any new influence with him, so, because he wasn't available for all of the previous plan. I wonder if I should bring him for the next plan just to try and get that last little bit of influence for him.
Something up?
Of course, he's still turning around.
All right.
Questions. I think we asked him that before, but he didn't have influence. I don't think we've had any new influence since then,
No,
so,
I
yeah. Boy. Alright, we've talked to everyone, so, alright, next planet then. Okay, so, let's see where we go to next. So, we've already been to Duxon. We have yet to go to Korriban. We've already been to Dantooine. Telos. Oh, yeah, we could go back and tell him about the fuel situation. Can't go to Paragus because of that. Onderon, which is Duxon, and that are part of that. Narshana. So yeah, Dantooine is it. I wonder if I should. I know if I go too far in one planet, we start getting close to the end game. So I have to be careful about getting to certain locations further without going too far. But okay, we'll just go to Korriban. Yeah, the home of the Sith Academy. I wonder what's happened to it since then. Let's find out.
We've hit the ground. This is Korriban. Why would one of the Jedi you're looking for come here?
It seems quiet. just the wind. But deep beneath the surface, you can feel the pain of what took place here. There is great power in this place, for those who can hear its call.
There is much that would draw a Jedi to this place. The resting grounds of the ancient and more recently departed Sith contain many teachings believed lost. The most likely place to find our lost Jedi is the ruins of the old academy.
Apparently, I wonder what the conversation's like with Visas Mars here. It probably just skips her conversation and goes straight to Kreia. That's usually how it is. And it looks like half the characters that are on our party don't even want to join it. Like, Mira's not there, Disciple's not there, T3 still fixing the zip, HK stuck in his original spot. So you can tell that a lot of characters either aren't important or aren't word to the conversation or whatever. So it's kind of sad that a lot of games like that will sometimes characters that are optional or may or may not be there kind of get shunted to the back from a story standpoint because it's harder to program all that in. But oh well. Anyway, what happened here? Do you think any of the living Sith here? Let's head out. What happened here?
It was said that Revan intended to return to Korriban to subdue any potential Sith insurgents, but Revan disappeared. It took a year or two for the Republic to send a force here to deal with any Sith that may have remained. They found Korriban much as we have, barren and lifeless. It was assumed that the remnants of the Sith turned on each other, vying for what little power remained. The Republic found evidence that several Sith Lords escaped Korriban, fleeing to remote sections of the galaxy.
So they buggered off, huh? Do you think there are any living Sith here?
As lifeless as it seems, the dark side is very strong here. The Sith Lords would not ignore such a powerful place. There is much that can be learned, even here.
I guess that's why you're kind of a gray Jedi in some weird sense, Kreia. Let's head on out then.
If you walk Korriban's surface, you shall walk it without me.
Wait, what? No 10% extra experience? Say it ain't so. And old annoying granny lady telling me what I can and can't do. Why don't you come with me? Very well, stay here and keep the engines primed in case we need to leave quickly. Find I didn't want your company. Why won't you come with me?
I cannot. This place is strong with the dark side. It is difficult to center myself here. Korriban holds few secrets from me, but much that you should learn.
Korriban doesn't look that bad. I'm not afraid. Oh, you will be. You will be. I mean, you will be.
Perhaps not. But I would caution you to guard your feelings carefully here. Korriban attacks the spirit and the body, and there have been few who can fight its power.
Fine, I don't know. Very well, stay here and keep the engines primed in case we need to leave
I
quickly.
will remain here and meditate. Our link remains. I shall contact you and provide guidance when needed. The Academy is on the other side of this valley. Be careful. Dark energy fills these ruins, and even the fallen Sith live still.
Of course you're gonna be in my head, even though you're not in my party. Great. More. Oh, where'd HK go? He must have finally been reset to his new location. Oh yeah, did T3 have anything to say? I don't think he did. No, I don't think I ever asked him about that. When I was captured by Goto, how were you able to find Goto's yacht? Oh, I just went through a harrowing adventure of daring do. You snuck into Voga's droid warehouse to seal the codes? That's not what I said, but must be context. Dang it. Yeah, I did it. I went in, talked to some guys, got them to kill each other, hacked some stuff. I was pretty badass, wasn't I? I mean, you can put me in the team now. I can shoot 2 pistols. I'm better than Disciple, and I suck, don't I? So you were transmitting the codes to Goto's yacht. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what I said, and the subtext, I guess. The droids. Interesting. I guess they were interesting. Okay, never mind, I'll be going. Okay. Okay, so we get to leave now. I think HK goes to where BioWare is, I think, in that area. Because I think that's where he was in the previous game, wasn't he? Yeah. He goes back to his old spot from the first Old Republic game. Hooray! Alright, so yeah, like the previous planet with Atten, in this case, we do not have Kreia with us. So yeah, we do not get that 10% 10% delicious experience. Although we are level 21 already, so we're pretty solid on that. So, really here, any character I think would work for the most part. I almost want to bring Atten to try and get that last little influence reflect off him. Same with Mira. I think a good idea maybe would be to bring Force users like a Disciple wouldn't be bad for some story plot options. And because he's a consular, I could level him up to get him like similar to Kreia. You know, for the fact that he's optional only for female, he's only there if you're a female exile. You think I would be using him more just to get unique dialogue from him. Or if you're male exile, you get handmaiden. But I haven't been using him as much, unfortunately. That's the problem with having so many different characters and then having mid-maxing in the game where you choose just like the most solid characters to play as, like Kreia's, because of just her consular, and she starts as a consular and makes her very solid to build. I think I'm going to go... I'm going to finally bring Visas in since she had some conversation. And we're going to bring in the combat droid, HK-47. Yeah, I know he's not mid-maxed for this, but I can't help but bring in the lovable assassin droid. So let's... although he will be slightly out of place here. I almost thought about playing the game, trying to go to all the planets and unlocking just being able to run around, grab all the HK parts, and then go to the next planet, that type of thing. Although when we did the Onderon one, we would have had to do the whole Onderon thing anyway before we left, because I think the only way you get an HK droid is when you finally get to Onderon official, or Isis, I mean, and you can buy the part from one of the merchants there. But to try and get HK in the party sooner, so you could have more interactions with them. But I was like, let me just run it naturally, and we'll just go from there. Wow, this place looks like a real crap hole.
The structures you see around you are the plundered tombs of the ancient Sith Lords.
Of course they plundered their own
Each tomb
tombs.
was once infused with the history and heritage of the old Sith Empire, containing great mysteries and powerful relics of the Force.
Stop talking to me in my head, lady.
Even the many traps could not long hold back the curious, the fools, and the weak. And so these tombs fell, spilling their secrets into the hands of those unable to comprehend or preserve them.
And you think I can? Alright then. Before we go on, we'll do some leveling up for all of our characters. Because it's been a while. I haven't used Visas in forever. Same with HK, but let's level her up real quick. Give her a few levels, and let's see. I usually give Visas just, although she might do with some con, just because I use her mainly for her finesse, so she'll have high AC, but doesn't do a ton of damage. But if you build her right, the strength bonus won't be too bad on her. But and yeah, she really doesn't use her force power. She usually just uses buff force powers. Usually don't build her with any of the physical attacking ones, except maybe like force push or something like that. So yeah, I think I'll just keep going with the dex on that. So alright, skills, just give her what she can. Actually, I hardly use stealth. Maybe I should start giving her a computer. Yeah, I've got skill monkeys for that. So. Alright, oh yeah, we're not going to be able to have our buffs to add. We won't get Kreia's like added buffs, so let's see, I give her that. Might be a good idea to give her Force Wave. Or Force Armor would be good too, I think. I have Force Wave, so I can take care of that, so she'll probably get some more powers here soon anyway, so yeah, Visas is more of a combat character anyway. It's usually better to give her the buffs than straight out combat abilities. Let's see, choke now. Well, mainly because now that I've got high influence with her and she's light side now. That's and because she done well, I guess she has a decent amount of charisma, because high charisma reduces the penalties from that. So technically, you could still use her as get her some damaging force units if you want. Unarmed specialist. No reason to never make her an unarmed specialist, but hey, you have an option. Let's see. I think she already has finesse, doesn't she? Or have I not given that to her yet? Yeah, okay. She has weapon finesse good for lightsabers because she'll need that for her weapon to actually hit. See, don't need stealth run, don't need point shot. Dual strike would kind of be nice when we're attacking together, but at this level, I don't think we really need to worry about that anymore. And she doesn't use her force points enough to be worried about that. It might go with dueling now at this level, or toughness would be good too. I'm more for actually getting attacks in, so we'll give her dueling. Alright, another power. Okay, yeah, give her heal. Because it never hurts to have extra heals on hand, so we'll do that really quick. So, you know, just keep her giving the same skills. Go and finish her, give her more dueling. If we have any more feats later on, we'll do toughness again. But at least the first toughness where the HP is always nice to have. Okay, maybe might give her some, let's see, Valor. I think I already have Valor, don't I? I guess energy resist or maybe force barrier, because that gives you damage reduction. Yeah, let's do force barrier. Since she's got all the other feats I want, you know, to keep giving her dex. Don't want to spend the whole episode doing this, but might be. So I give her more. Whoops. Yeah, give her more force barrier. Okay, good with there. Okay, HK. Oh, whoops, wrong button. All right, HK. What are we gonna do with you? Yeah, you're given strength, yet you shouldn't be given weapon melee weapons. I mean, you can give him HK melee weapons. You shouldn't. So yeah, him having high strength is kind of dumb. And yeah, you don't want to give him con because he's a droid. So well, actually, con helps droid in these games, even though technically it shouldn't. Yeah, no charisma, obviously. Wisdom doesn't really need that. Intelligence is decent enough. So yeah, we'll probably be giving him dex so we can hit better with his guns. New droid upgrade class so he can use better. And yeah, HK doesn't really get a lot of skills to use. Although I don't think he really needs the awareness at this point. Mainly because the main like I have high awareness, so I won't have to really worry about that. Because it's supposed to spot stealth and all this other stuff, so we could probably just give him repair and like security or something like that, just something different. Because I think I have high computer use, but let's see. Actually, let me go back really quick. Hold on. What is my skills like? I mean, I don't have a ton of skills either, but okay, my computer use is good. So if we keep him in the group, I want to have him have something that I don't have, which I think my demolition's really low, and I think my repairs decently low, but security as well. So she might just beef up. Well, no, I think repair, if I remember, helps with his repair kits. So yeah, we want to have him. Might just bump up his repair first and kind of go from there. That way we kind of get that maxed. Since heal does not work on him, so. And unfortunately, HK doesn't get, for being a combat character, doesn't get enough, doesn't get a crazy amount of feats as much as I would like him to anyway. That. Alright. We basically want to do like we do with all of our other characters. We want him to be able to shoot a lot of bullets. We're probably gonna just have him focus on rifles like we did in the previous game. So, let's see. What does he get as a unique as a droid? Precise shot wouldn't be bad, so we might consider that. Dual strike doesn't really worry. Wait. Droid interface. This feat gives the droid the ability to speak with other droids who don't speak a sentient language. Huh. I forgot about that feat. Huh. Weird. Oh, and let's look at HK's unique feat, too. Assassin Protocols. These protocols are left over from HK-47's days in Assassin Droid. When a critical hit is achieved, there's a 20% chance that extra damage equal to one quarter of the target's remaining... chance to extra damage equal to 1/4 of the target's remaining life. Applied after normal damage is dealt, will be dealt a successful fortitude save, a DC plus 10 plus his level. By the target can avoid this extra damage. And he gets up to, let's see, whoops. Let me check. 11 and 17. At 11, it goes up to let's see, it says 20%. Does it just improve the Crow? There's 20%, that 1/3 of his life. And then the final one is 1/2 of his life. So it gets more damage by critting. So you can do a lot of damage to him. I almost want to give him the droid interface and see what happens with that. Because I don't know if I ever actually give it to him. Although we've got plenty of... We'll do that later. I want to give him the feats I actually want to give him now. So we'll do a rapid shot. Yeah, too bad he starts out with a power shot. Although I think he gets that from just his class in general. So we'll try to... Whoops. We'll try to max out his dem first. Ooh, yep. Next upgrade to SS Assassination Protocols. SS Assassinations. Alright. Tributes. Continue with the dex. So we can actually... Whoops. Yeah, I didn't want to actually lose out on my skills there. Okay, feats. Yep, just give you more rapid shot. We'll just work on your attack feats. If we have a chance by the end to give him that droid interface, I will. But I want the stuff that'll actually help me in combat first. Alright. We got the skills that I wanted, then we'll start upgrade security. Okay, feet. Yeah, finish off a rapid shot. Yeah, he doesn't get... For being possibly a combat droid, you would think he'd get a lot more feats, but he doesn't. Oh, well. Yeah, that's probably why it's not easy to min-max HK because of that. No, he gets... Obviously, at our levels, we get his maxed out final personal skill. Alright. Feats. We're getting pretty close, and we did get rapid shot, although I would like to get speak as the droid to speak with other droids who don't speak a sentient language. I don't know, man. I kind of want to. The role player in me wants to grab that, but the min-maxer in me wants to grab like weapon spec or something like that instead. Yeah. Maybe if I got an HK, somehow got an HK earlier, I would have taken the droid in first because there would have been more chances to do that. But the fact that we're closer to the, getting closer to the end of the mid game, it's almost not worth it at this point. Yeah, I'll just do. Oh yeah, I forgot dual strike too. We'll do the weapon spec because of the +2 to damage for rifles, since that's what we're gonna give him. So, I mean, it'd probably be better to try and if he got more feats, I would definitely go for dual wielding, but he doesn't. So I just leave well enough alone there. Okay, we've hit his max level. Let's see, what do we got for equipment? Let's see. He gets +3 to versus humans, +4 repair, +1 to dex. That'd be good. I mean, the will saves, although he doesn't have a whole lot of options for will savings. So we'll give him the defense bonus and dex. And then... yeah, it really doesn't have a few... There's not a whole lot of times where will saves come up for droids. So we'll give him the +3 against humans. That makes sense. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, that gives him weapon spec? Oh, man, I could have held off on buying weapon spec then. Could get that if you get the Warframe. Although, now that I have it, I don't need that anymore. So, although it does give you +2 to attack and +2 con. But that gives me +1 dex. Ooh. To hit's probably better, so... Well, man, I shouldn't have bought that weapon spec rifle then. I completely forgot about that. I might off-screen maybe redo his level and remove that or something. Oh yeah, I forgot about these extra items you could equip. Let's just equip some copies, like the Ion Striker to get rid of shields. And... Okay, droid scramblers. That's for droids. Neural pacifier, I think, works on people. It works on people! Poison really isn't... Well, I mean, we might kill stuff way too quickly for that, so... let's just go with light flamethrower or something like that. That's hot. Okay, so... Give him the best armor, which unfortunately I don't... Let's see, we've already got the... Oh no, I didn't quit the dex modifier, so if I quit that... It's not the best armor, but it'll give me a dex, so that might give me... my dex up to a decent amount, yeah. Okay. Okay, I think we'll call it there for a second because I just noticed that the timer was going on just a little bit longer, and I forgot to stop at 30 minutes because I think I was close to that. So sorry for the long episode, but it'll get out of the way, and then later on we can just kind of go with the game. So in the next episode of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2: The Sith Lords, we'll explore the dark and creepy land of the Edgelords. I mean the Sith. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. And may the Force be with you.